prayer for a dying world. Pray with me. Pray that we heal this world from all the pain and suffering, that we learn to love each other because we are loved. I'd like me to apologize for the times when you felt unheard, the times when you felt misunderstood, the times when you felt angry, the times when you felt hurt, the times when you felt betrayed, the times when you felt misunderstood, the times when you felt angry, the times when you felt hurt, those times when you felt betrayed. He wants us to remember those times. Look back to the first time you remember ever feeling that way. And forgive it. Look back to the first time you remember ever feeling that way. Forgive. And forgive it. God had those people working on something different at that time. They were going through one of their lessons, and you just so happened to be there at that moment. God had those people working on something different, and you got to witness a lesson that you would never have to live over again if you could take it for what it was. They were going through one of their lessons, and you just so happened to be there at that moment. You got to witness a lesson, that pain that you would, sorry, that you felt have to live over again if you could take it for what it was. The lessons are there. I'm sorry that at that time I did not understand. I'm sorry that you went through that pain. I'm sorry that you felt abandoned. I'm sorry that at this time I did not understand. My responsibility. In your pain. I'm sorry that I did not understand. My responsibility. I can understand it now. In your pain. Everything is clear. I can understand it now. 2020 end. And we are free. Everything is clear. We are free from things that limit us. We've walked into 2020 and we are free from things that drag us down. Free from hatred. Free from anger, and we are free. We all have the ability. We are free from things that limit us. We are free from things that drag us down, each other. Free from hatred. Free from anger. We all have the ability. I see you. I see you out there working every day to see each other support the things and the people that you love. I see your frustration. I see you. I saw you this holiday season sitting in a corner. I see you out there working every day, wishing, trying to see your life wasn't different. People that you love. I see your frustration. You could take back some of those things that you said, those things that you did. I saw you this holiday season sitting in a corner crying. Take them back, wishing. Take them back. Life was different. How do you take them back? You go to the person that you could take back some of those things that you said, those things that you did, and you tell them, I see you see them at the time, but you can see them now. Take them back. You couldn't see yourself at the time, but you can see them back. Now. How do you take them back? You go to the person. How you move forward in this now moment. How are you going to move forward? And you tell them that you couldn't see them. How are you going to free yourself from the limitations? You couldn't see yourself. How are you going to free yourself now? And the only way you free yourself today move forward in this now moment. How you are the caged bird. How are you going to free yourself from the ashes? How are you going to free yourself all of this? How do you free yourself today? And most importantly, you are the caged bird. You are a child. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are a child. You are all of this. You were created. You were put here. And we sit in this grid of planets like a prism. It's a prism, guys, and the sun is there to guide. It's there to guide. Everlasting light. You are what we do on this planet affects the other planet. You were put here. We're a prism. And we sit in this grid of planets like a prism. It's a prism, guys, and the sun is there to guide. Not give love to guide. Everlasting light. And what we do on this planet affects the other planet. We're a prism. For no other reason than because it was freeing. It frees you. It frees you. It frees love. Would we not give love? It frees you from all the anger, all the shame, greed, lust, power, control, destiny. Awaits for no other reason than because it was freeing. It frees you. It frees you. It frees you from all the limitations. It frees you from all the anger, all the shame. You matter. Greed, lust, power, control, destiny. Just because one person doesn't see your worth doesn't mean that I don't see it. I see you. Because you matter. You matter. Just because one person doesn't see your worth doesn't mean that I don't see it. Ancestors of the past. I see you. You're beautiful. Each one of us in the world has a star up there. It is said that the stars in the sky represent our ancestors of our own constellation. We are all shining. It's up to us to find each one of us in the world has a star up there. In this beautiful, magical world, we are all parts been overtaken by creation. Lust, we are all shining. Theft, it's up to us to find. We're stealing from ourselves. In this beautiful, magical world, how much is it really taken by greed to be a nice person? Lust, theft, how much does it really take? We're stealing from ourselves to say things that are going to make people feel good. How much does it really take? Fake stuff. Leave the fake to be a nice person. Take the mask off. How much does it really take to say things that are going to make people feel good? Our own treasure map, not fake stuff. Our own treasure map to our happy. Take the masks off. And we lose it because we get stuck on having things. But these things, they weigh us down. Our own treasure map. Our own treasure map to our happy place. And we lose it because we get stuck on having things. But these things, they weigh us down. Our houses, they weigh us down. Are our lighthouses. Our lighthouse is there to show the way, to guide the way, to make us strong. It's our recharger. Our houses, your house is your recharger. are our recharge. Our lighthouse is there to show the way, to guide the way, to make us. Your house is just a house. It's our recharger. Your house is your recharger. That's where you recharge without the compassion. But if we give love, your house is just a house if it's empty. Without the love, without the compassion, if we give love, even when it's hard. But if we give, even when we're not feeling loved ourselves, give love. If we give love, even when it's hard. Don't take your even when we're not shine up in your life. Give love. We are all lights. Give love. Don't just take your own sunshine away from your life. Clean yourself spiritually. We are all, this is important. Declutter your space. We just gotta wipe ourselves off, get all the grunge on inside your home, make your home a charger, and go out and do life the way you're supposed to live. And don't worry about what is going to come and when it's gonna come. Don't get hooked up to that cord, to that declutter your space. Be one inside your home, make your home a charger, and go out and do life the way you want to do life. And don't get hung up on what is going to come and when it's going to come. You don't need it. Don't get hooked up to that cord, to that attachment. You don't need it. Give to those who don't have. Be love. And watch your wealth grow. Don't get hung up on the material. Because if you've given something of yourself, you don't need it. To somebody else, that's going to come those who don't in a different way. And it's not up to us to decide how that goes back. That's the surprise. That's the gift. That's the present. So live in the now. Because if you've given something of yourself, do things that somebody else, that's going to come back. Do things that open your heart. And it's not up to us to decide how that comes back. That's the surprise. That's the gift. That's the present. So live in the now. It's inside of you. It's beautiful and I can see it. Do things that soothe your mind. Do things that things around you, not the people around you. That's where the self-love comes in. Don't dim your light. Don't use the people around you. It's inside of you. It's beautiful, and I can see people are trying to do the same thing you're trying to do. Use the things around you, not the people around you. Are a little more awake than others. But when your mind becomes a peaceful place, your external people are trying to do the same thing you're trying to do. It's about getting to that peaceful. Just some people are a little more awake than others. But when your mind becomes a peaceful place, your external environment becomes a peaceful place. The universe will guide you from there. It's about getting to that peaceful place. Thank you, God, for this beautiful message from today. Get to that peaceful place. Humbled to be the one that carries it. The universe will guide you from there. I knew you were real. Thank you. I told everybody you were real. Nobody liked me. For this beautiful message from above. That's okay. I am honored and humbled to be the one that carries it. You will soon, right? Even if I end up looking like the craziest person on this planet. I knew you were real. I told everybody you were real. I am completely psychologically sound. That's okay. I have been through it. You will soon, right? Even if I end up looking like the craziest person on this planet, and my faith in you allows me to keep on smiling, completely psychologically sound. Because I love my life. I have been through love the people in it, and I will fight for them. And my faith in you allows me to keep on smiling right through. This is my path. How to love. Because I love my life. And I love the people in it, and I will fight for them. How to cut the cords. How to detach from attaching anybody who crosses my path. How to love. and how to just live, how to just be, how to cut the cords, how to detach from attachments. As above, so below. Nothing, how to just live, how to just be. So let's change the reflection, ladies and gentlemen. As above, so below. Let's change the reflection, not the other way around. I resolute this year to give out nothing but love. So let's change the reflection, ladies and gentlemen, and talk about the things that bother me when they bother me. Let's change the reflection so that I can clear that garbage away. Get it out of my head. I resolute this year to give spring cleaning, guys. Spring cleaning. Spring's around the corner. In the winter, talk about the things that bother me when they bother me. In the winter, we eat so that I can clear. In the winter, we hibernate like bears. Get it out of my head. In the spring, we can spring. Guys, spring cleaning. Spring's around the corner. And then we go into the fall. In the winter, we rest. But in the fall, you don't have to. In the winter, we eat. You can still fly. In the winter, we hibernate like bears, so that in the spring, that would make hibernation, we can spring forward. And then we go into the fall, 222. But in the fall, you don't have to. January 1st, 2020. You can still fly. And that would make hibernation in the winter much more comfortable. 222. January 1st, 2020. Live in love. Yeah. Go with peace. It's been a hard year. But this is where it changes. This is where things get better. This is where we start to understand. This is where we become one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good night, everybody.